Let us try one more run. Oh, that's so cute, Egg. Hope stream is going well. It is going very well. Thank you for asking. Thank you for the good lucks. World record incoming? That would be quite a staggering jump between runs, wouldn't it? 220 whatever to 209 or 20 whatever the next run. I don't know about that. I feel like I could slam sub 215 if I just don't have any like major mistakes anymore. I could probably do better than that, to be honest. I feel like a really big part of it is just actually putting the entire thing together, because like I said, when I was doing practice on certain parts, I wasn't really having an issue. But then all of a sudden I'm doing like a full run again, and it's just like, huh. It's weird to think about. I currently still have record for level 1, yes. Have that. I minimized my Streamlabs, I need to fix that. Good night, Koba. Nice to see you again, man. Take care. Don't kill the run while you're gone. I'll try not to. Twitch, on the other hand, I don't know. We'll see what Twitch has to say about it. Sent you a DM about stuff. I will absolutely check that when I'm done tonight, so thank you for that. I'll definitely read it, don't worry about that. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that. Sorry that Twitch had to be a big ol' dumpy, I don't know. Unless it is actually something from my end, but I don't think so, because I never lost connection to chat or anything else, and just OBS is just like, nope. Divide by 0, can't do it. So I'm going to assume it was a Twitch thing, but who knows.
Wow!
Yo, Kyrogus, excuse me. How have you been, man? I am very happy to be back as well. It's nice to see you, dude. Thank you so much for the 2 months. Welcome back to the Mist Continent, and enjoy the emotes you can use on Twitch for the next 30 days still. I greatly appreciate that, and I hope you're doing fantastically. The spread was kind of bad after the first combo, but I mean... Shadows 2 is always up in the air. You don't exactly know what you're going to get until it happens, and you just have to make do with whatever you have, so... With a fast death abuse, this will be a good split. But Shadows could have been better. Okay, that was pretty good then. Yeah, I'd say mid-50s, like 56-ish. Solid. You can probably, I don't know like what the best Shadows or Darkside 1 time is. Violin's always been better than me at that split, so I wonder what his best split is for Darkside 1 on level 1. I'm pretty certain that a sub 250 on that is doable, but I'm not very good at the first split, and I also just hate the first split and I want to get on with the run, so I don't have a lot of standards with that. I mean, if it's like an absolute massacre of the first split, then I'll reset it, but I'm usually pretty lenient on what my Darkside 1 times are. Hogsloth? Is that really you? How's it going, man? Oh, is there like an actual thing for like getting that extra parry or something now on Darkside 2? Because I would love to see that. I missed you as well, my dude. I hope you're hanging in there. See, it's Mist season again. Indeed, John. How have you been, dude? Happy to see you. Twitch was disconnecting you from streams randomly yesterday? I see. Well, then I guess Twitch is just kind of having a bit of an issue, which is a perfect time to come back to streaming, obviously, when the main website is just kind of not doing so hot, but I digress. Oh boy. Yo, Game and I are gonna be having some fun discussions and other stuff as I venture through level 1 again. I do have to say though, I'm very appreciative of the newer things that have been looked into because it has re-sparked that sort of thing with level 1 again, because I wasn't sure what I wanted to come back to, but then when I saw that new strats were found for level 1 and other stuff was being worked on, I was like, fuck yeah. I definitely left this run with it not being as good as it could have been. Even when I got the 209, it still had like several mistakes that were just kind of not good. I'm trying to think what the ideal time for this category could be, but I probably won't have a great idea until I've at least been doing runs again for at least a bit of time. I mean, if we're purely looking at the time saves, then obviously 208. 207 I think should be doable, but the run would have to be pretty good. Anything beyond that, I don't know, dude. But at the moment, I think 207 seems to be the best realistic time for this category. Until, like I said, until more stuff gets looked into, but that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. Yeah, it has been a long time, man. Last time I streamed was last May. I've had quite the roller coaster of life the last several months, and now things are back in action, so I hope you've been okay, my dude. I promise it won't be another year until the stream after this. In fact, it'll probably be in less than 24 hours. Best segment, everything gets subbed to you. That's the dream. Although that being said, you should never look at some of the best in like anything, unless the run is like insanely consistent and very short. But no. Some of best is not a very good indication of level 180%, not at all. Like, I know it does say that I have like 6 minutes of time save across the whole run, but it's just like, good luck with that. I can see 1 or 2 minutes of that being attained, but I'm not gonna save like 5 minutes on this run, that's pretty much impossible. I'm glad things are good again too, because I didn't think they actually would be. But I'm glad that I was wrong about that. Not bad. Ah. Yeah, 207 I think would be the time to shoot for. Maybe a 206 if I can see it realistically happening, but god, dude. 206 is like god run status, I think, for level 1. 207 is going to be attainable, I feel, with just enough patience. 206, I'll have to get back to you on that. That's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Optimistic. 207 though, I think so. I mean, 208 was already doable prior to the newer strats being found. So I figure with another decent bit of optimization, somewhere in the 207 should be manageable. Missed Taster 1. You know, maybe someday we'll actually get a full run TAS of KH1 on PC. The problem is, I don't know how to do a TAS, or even know where to start with that, so I might not be the person to ask for that. I would definitely help work on it though, in some capacity. What newer strats have been found? There's a couple things. At this point, we can skip a Mega Ether by doing itemless fights on Oppo and Maleficent. Although that does make the run... Well, it makes Maleficent a lot harder. Oppo is kind of like whatever with that. We can skip using Dumbo in Final Rest. There's a couple of things I need to remember exactly. Because I just learned a bunch of new stuff recently, and even then I'm still kind of hazy on it. Hopefully within a few days that goes away, but... there's a new way to do Ansem 4 that's, I mean, it's involved, but it's consistent if you do it correctly. Ah, shit. Nice! Oh, baby! Oh, how was that not a best? Ah! I got the extra parry and everything. I think my movement was a little bit too bad to get best segment there. That was so good though. You know, I was asking myself the exact same question, man. I wondered when I was gonna be back too, and thankfully, we all have the answer now, and that was, February 24th. Yo, new all-world stuff though? That's up my alley, I need to see that too. Slow. Oh, come on, dude. I picked up an HP orb, so I need to get hit a second time. Yo, and Atlas, thank you so much for the 13 months, my dude. How have you been, man? Welcome back to the Mist Continent, and enjoy the emotes you can use on Twitch for the next 30 days still. I hope you're doing okay. 1 Ether Ursula 2? Holy moly. Dude, I'm loving this item optimization we got going on, dude. Level 1 is like really, really, really going fast now. It's one of the reasons I've started back with this, because I know with all the newer stuff, it's just gonna allow for more, just motivation in general, really. Actually run these again. And the main reason I left level 1 is because I got too frustrated with the current strats, and granted, I'm sure frustration is still abound as I get back into the whole speedrun scene. Just the whole outlook of practicing and incorporating new strats and everything kind of gives you that sense of wonder, mystery, and just general excitement that I can kind of put the frustration on the back burner for now, and I'm not really that concerned about it. It's like, once we finally get up to speed and I actually have a good grasp of all the new current tech with KH1 level 1, then we can start getting frustrated, but in the meantime, just getting your feet wet again, get back in the water, figure it out again, relearn the old stuff, learn the new stuff, and just get in there, man. Yeah, FF16's coming out in a few months, huh? Do they have an actual date for that? Because I think they said it's like summer of this year, and I think they also said FF7 Part 2 is like late 23, early 24. Like I said, I haven't really been paying super close attention to game news. Some things, yes, other things not so much. Kinda slow. June 22nd? Nice. I actually broke the foot, wow. No! Ah, no fast fight. It was bad. Not too bad though. My proud PS4 run got buffed? Oh, really? I hadn't seen that, actually. I was really only perusing the PC tabs. That's actually really neat. Who was, the goated person who actually took it away? Really? Ames got it? Sick. Congrats to her. Actually, it puts a pretty big smile on my face. I know she ran that category a lot, and that's really sweet. She managed to hit that. Proud of her. I had to blank on what that menu was for a minute. No! Slow. Oh, she's going to ESA? Sick. Or did she, or was that last time? I've been so out of the loop with shit, man, it's crazy. You mean the ESA that's coming up, or whatever, or... I don't even know. Already? Man, I'm so fucking behind. Happened like 2 days ago. I have to go watch that, man. I'm being reminded of so many things. I still have to like pick the pieces up and actually get back into it and everything. I've only done like the bare minimum overview of stuff. She the first female to get record in KH1? I think so, actually. Moment in history, let's go. I'll definitely have to check that then, that's nutty. It is on PS5, still. It doesn't make the run any- what's it called? I'm stumbling over my words. Just the dedication and the grind to actually wanting to improve it either way is still very impressive. I don't even remember what the actual time difference for that shit is anyway. Like, it's not so much that it gives, like, an insane amount of benefit anyway. The run, like, at the very least was comparable, and it was probably better at the end of the day anyway. Yeah, exactly. The hardware is nice for a slight advantage, or like a slight boost, but you really need to have the foundation going into it to really make it worthwhile, so I don't discredit that by any means. Congratulations to her, though, that's crazy. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure exactly if you meant, like, what's it called? Like, the run was just, like, that good anyway? That even if it was done on PS4, it still would have been, thingy. Congratulations to her, man, that's crazy. Does Miss still have the PS3 Plaid record? I think so. If someone actually has taken that away from me, you can keep it. Got a few Days world records? Yo, nice. Days is a game that I eventually want to speedrun at some point. I was actually looking over the leaderboards the other day, and I think I saw you posted a thread that has all the tools and stuff needed to actually get into running that. I don't plan to do that in the near future, but it is something that is on my list of things to eventually get around to. And I appreciate just the general, like... God, I'm so bad at talking, it's ridiculous. What's the word? I can't think of it. Just the general hype surrounding more people to, like, get into it by having all this stuff kind of laid out for them. Encouraging, there we go. I was like, it'll come to me eventually. My brain can be room temperature sometimes, so. I'm still holding out for, what's it called? Them to port Days and recode it to Switch at some point, but I feel like that's pretty hardcore copium overdose. I mean, since they announced that GBA games are going to be on the Switch now, I think original COM is likely to be on there now. Yeah, I would bet a decent bit that we'll get original COM on Switch, but the DS games, I don't know, that's a little copium. RM Sim with the black and white webcam untoggle. Thank you for that. I think I remembered seeing a leak way back when that said that COM was actually tested for the Switch capabilities, like way in advance of the actual GBA Virtual Console becoming a thing. But yeah, OG COM on Switch seems relatively expected at this point now that GBA is actually here. It's okay, Dominic. I plan to honor that. One day, maybe even sooner than that. Who knows? Waterlord with the no you. We're going back in time, boys. We black and white again. Yeah, I remember them saying that COM was, or there was like a leaked list of GBA games for the Switch. And some of them were tested to be looked into as the initial build for the Virtual Console of it. And then other games that were highlighted or not highlighted, I forget exactly what it was, they said they're not planning to release initially, but later on. And COM was on that list of games they plan to release later on. And pretty much every game they said that was going to be a part of the GBA Virtual Console came with it when it was announced. So that list is probably very accurate. And it's very likely that we'll see COM on Switch, OG COM on Switch at some point, given that. But in the meantime, it's not available, so it's whatevs, but I would be very happy to see them port the DS games to Switch, since they've ported various DS games already to the Switch. Will they ever actually end up doing that? Who knows? It doesn't really seem like Square cares that much about Days and Recoded, unfortunately. But oh well. I'm not gonna take Tarzan's potions and see how that works out, because I remembered Violin mentioning something like that. We'll see how that goes. Ruler of the Sky? I've actually not been too up to date with anything really aside from level 1 KH1. So hopefully Saiyans has the answers for stuff like that that's COM or Days oriented. Oh, are you telling me that VCast is being looked into to actually be ran again via emulation of some kind? That is like the most insane news I've ever heard in my life, if that's actually true. It is true? Holy shit. Maybe we'll have a, what's it called, a VCast stream for realsies. I think the 2 in the Days title is symbolic of the 2 screens on the DS. Similar to 3D's title being symbolic of the 3D on the 3DS, or 3D on the 3DS. No. I don't think that. I actually don't even, like... Has there ever been an official reasoning? Because it's like, day 358 is what? The first day of KH2? Yes, I am a lore expert, I promise. Day 359 is? Okay. Oh, is 357... 357 is, Shion? 358 is Riku, 359 is, KH2, I think. Yeah, I follow this series, religiously, I promise. Yeah, because I was thinking 357 was, Riku's day, but no. Never actually finished that game, so I don't really know that much about it. But that's okay, because at some point I will finish Days. And one day I'll actually play Recoded. What are your thoughts on random event from the past year? Bad. Likely, more than anything, because I don't really view 2022 as anything more than just bad shit, based on what I can recall of it, aside from the times I was still doing stuff prior to the leave, but thank you, Donalds. think Xeno... I said probably. I haven't played Xeno 3. I haven't played Xeno 2 either. I'm still waiting to play those games on stream. That was actually the games I didn't mention when I said there's other games I'd like to play at some point, and I look forward to seeing it, because from what I've heard, Xeno 3 has been pretty good. But I've barely looked into it because I don't want to spoil the game for myself. Xeno 3 is the best one. Holy Toledo! What the fuck just happened to my splits? I think they glitched. I shouldn't have saved that much time. Or is that from just like not taking Tarzan's ethers or potions? What the fuck? Holy crap. That is a big boy blue. I think that's what I used to call them. And now time to die to Sabor. Oh shit, I didn't mean it. No. No, he got away from me! Right. Man, I was so close. Makes me happy to hear though, because I know people were kind of like, eh. Xeno 2 seems really mixed, and I'm only just kind of going off of outsider information. I haven't played 2 or 3. I did play 1 a few years ago, and that was a very fun experience. Ooh, the zero pause, he's getting it back. Let's not get too cocky now. Xeno 2 seems to be a bit mixed between people liking it and not liking it so much, but I don't think I've really heard much about Xeno 3 being questionable. It seems most people just genuinely like the game. Which makes me happy. Just like from like spoiler-free like reviews and just general comments, people said Xeno 3 was really, really solid. Yo, Arclo, what's up, my guy? Have you been, man? Nice to see ya. Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom is coming out too. Like, fuck, man. So much shit has gotten announced and released and is going to be released and is going to be announced in the time I was gone. There's so much to talk about. Oh my god, Donald went ham with the fucking thunders there. This is absurd. Jesus Christ, dude. If Sabor didn't get away from me, this deep jungle would have been fucking insane. It was still very good, but if I did not have Sabor escape, this would have been like a near-perfect deep jungle. That was like actually crazy. I cannot believe how far ahead I am right now. My early game is trash in this PV, dude. Holy shit. Okay, maybe 206 is possible. let's calm down now, but still, holy fuck. Yeah, if Sabor didn't get away from me once in the fight, this would have been like pretty much perfect. I was just a hair away from the ideal deep jungle in a fucking level 1 run. That was excellent. This run could be about 5 to 10 seconds faster if Sabor didn't get away, but that was still very good. I mean, I don't have a problem talking shit about my own time because it's only me that I'm shit talking. I would never do that to somebody else, of course. But it's like, goddamn, dude. This is my best ever early game. Okay. Obviously, Violin's secret of not taking Tarzan's potions is the reason I saved that much time. So this run is dedicated to you, Violin, if it is somehow. I definitely won't lose like 5 years on Final Rest again. Damn, dude, why did I start skipping Tarzan's potions earlier? I didn't realize it saved like 20 seconds. Yo, Mark, what's up, man? It's nice to be back, and I'm happy to see you, my guy. How have you been? Well, I mean, that clarifies one thing for me, though, is my first hour-ish is, like, not even that good. I'm gonna get a 159. That would be the day if another category besides beginner mode hits sub 2 for this game. That'd be absolutely bonkers. Got Violin repping that 202 in standard, which is still nutty. It was nutty when he got it, it still is nutty. But that also makes me think, like, man, Proud is even faster than standard, technically. And I think he got that down to like a low 205, but the category sucks ass, so he stopped after that, which I don't blame him for, but it's just like, man. If standard can go to a 202, that really kind of excites me about what Proud can do, but at the same time I'm like, ew, Proud mode. Proud's not very fun. Level 1 at least has some unique stuff to it that kind of makes it separate from Proud mode, like regular Proud. Although it does have some pretty bullshit parts to it as well, but holy moly. The potential for Proud mode, I think, is absolutely absurd.
Mist cannot skip this cutscene because this cutscene is an unskippable cutscene.
I can't finish it, the cutscene's too short. I'm kind of missing the whole Xenoblade discussion, sorry about that. I got a little bit too excited with how Deep Jungle was. Missing the peak KH streams, we're back, man. And we're locked and loaded, and we're ready to go. Although, to be fair, I can't really contribute too much because I've only played one of the Xenoblade games, the very first one, which I very much enjoyed. It was a great experience, and I'm glad I eventually got around to that. That was one of those games I wanted to play, but it wasn't available on Switch until it was, and I was like, cool, I'll play this now. And Xeno 2, and as a subsequent thing now, Xeno 3 is on my list of games to eventually play. I enjoyed Xeno 1 so much, to the point I actually replayed it, and got more out of it from stuff they hinted at over the course of the game through various scenes and everything, and it was really nice to kind of have a refreshing take on that. If you can get me to replay a game, I generally liked it quite a bit. Dude, Metroid Prime Remastered, that gives me hope that they're also gonna remaster, because it's just 1, right? They haven't remastered 2 or 3. No! I thought I was gonna die there. Just Metroid Prime 1? Okay. Well, that kind of gives me some good faith, though, because around the corner I'm thinking, oh, are they actually going to have announcements for Metroid Prime 4, like, sometime this timeline? Because I think they might be testing the waters a little bit, just to kind of tease as to what's coming around, because I know they mentioned they were going to make Metroid Prime 4 like 5 years ago, and there's been like nothing said about that. So maybe we'll have more news about that in the relative near future. Yeah, Pikmin 4 as well, man. Like I said, so much shit got announced recently, it was crazy. That last Nintendo Direct was kind of goated, TBH. I actually saw that and I was like, holy shit. There's like so many cool things they announced. And so many cool things they actually showcased. Oh! Oh, I thought I fell. My heart skipped a beat there. Yeah, I was talking about Metroid Prime Remaster. Sorry, I did kind of just shift away from Xenoblade to Metroid Prime suddenly, but yeah. Haven't really played Prime since I was a kid. I think I only, like, because I was not very good at games when I was young, and the games were really confusing to me. And that whole 3D space with Metroid and everything, but they were pretty fun times. Play that with my parents, or my dad more specifically, because he likes the sci-fi type stuff. Also, yo, the best, what's up, my dude? No. You've been here? I've not been here until recently. And I've been pretty bad at keeping up with stuff, but we'll get there. I feel like I'm finally starting to get the hang of this whole switching back and forth from playing video game to looking at chat and all that. On this gummy, can I propose you do a movement menu / menu optimization thingy? Sure. I don't think you're gonna have enough time to explain that because I am literally gonna enter it in like 3 seconds, but... Like I said, this is the initial first streams, unless I just pull a fucking insane run, like, the first day, that'd be some shit, but... like, any of your ideas or optimizations that I still haven't fully, like, found, or just, like, you know, discovered yet, just, like, message the fuck out of my DMs about that. Because I'm more than willing to investigate. Oh, it's for Agrabah, okay. Lay it on me. Nice to best. Yeah, P5 came to PC as well, which means there's a certain thing I need to do with another cool person at some point, but more on that later. Also, I'm on the fence about the whole Persona 3 thing, because I've heard people say FES is a better experience, but P3P on Steam is more accessibility, and it has better quality of life stuff, and it's just like... That's a discussion for another time. I don't really have much to say on it right now, aside from I'm kind of in the middle. Don't swap party members when you're in a Lion's house? Okay. Yeah, I suppose, right? I mean, I just like to have Aladdin for a little bit of extra damage in a few other fights, but I mean, ultimately it's kind of not that important. FES with mods? I think I remembered someone mentioning there's a mod so that you can, because I've touched on this very briefly and I don't really know much about it, which, by the way, I don't want people to jump to conclusions. I'm gonna say this once. Don't spoil shit. But, like about 4 and 3, because I haven't played them. But from what I'm to understand, 4 is the first game in the series that lets you control party. And 3 is a game that makes it so that your party does the decisions based on, like, AI you set them to or some shit. And there's mods that you can use that allow you to, what's it called? Basically let you pick the actions that they specifically do, but apparently 3 is not really balanced around you being able to do that. I'm not exactly sure, I'll have to go over that in more detail with people, but that's from my understanding, and I feel like if it breaks the game in your favor that you have mods that allow you to, like, activate exactly what you want your party to do, I don't know if that's the ideal experience I should be having. Oh no, I definitely agree with that, or like I can see that anyway. All I'm saying is, from what I've heard, the game was designed on you not being able to specifically designate every single specific action. You can influence the AI, but like you cannot ultimately choose for them. You can just kind of give them an idea as to what to do. And that's how the game is meant to be. So I feel like if I want to truly experience P3 for what it is, I should probably play with that in mind, and I wouldn't want to have any mods that allow you to directly input, let you input for them. Because then I feel like I'm judging its general core, like, in an altered way, and I don't like that. Can swap L when you touch treasure room save point to refill MP pre-Jafar? Maybe I'll do that. I haven't done Agrabah with Donald in so long. That's right, because Donald can sometimes fuck the fight up with his magic casts there. That's a smarter idea. I'll play around with it. If I forget exactly that process in swapping Aladdin, it's not going to be a big deal, but I'll try to remember it in like 10 minutes from now or something. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, for like P4, P4G, whatever you want to call it, is pretty functionally close to the same as P5 in the sense of like you can control your party and like designate the exact strategy you want to do. Obviously, I know P5 added a few things that P4 doesn't have, but it's like the core gameplay is relatively synonymous with that. And 3 is a little bit different, but it's also kind of similar in the same way. It's like the way that I've gauged it is 4 added more stuff to make like better quality of life compared to 3, and then 5 added even more stuff on top of that to 4, but that's for another time. I don't plan to play P4G for a little bit. I also plan to play it, you know, in not too far in the future, but not in the like immediate vicinity. I cannot wait though, because I had such a blast with P5 when I played that like 2 years ago. That's crazy to say now, by the way. So I look forward to the time I actually get around to P4G. Oh, absolutely, game. Feel free to do that. I know, dude. That's just one of those things. It's like, hey guys, 2018 was 5 years ago. Fuck. Holy shit, what happened? That's insane to me to even think about. Graduated from high school 10 years ago? I graduated from high school, 8 years ago. Well, it will be 8 in a few months anyway. Although I'm not really that fond of high school time because adolescence was a bit troubling, but I feel like that's normal for a lot of adolescents anyway, so I'm not that special, but it's kind of weird because ever since I made changes to my life to, you know, make myself healthier and all that shit, it kind of feels like I'm living a second, just like another life, basically. It's like, I feel like 23-year-old Mist and on is different from, everything beforehand. Ah, shit. Because a big part of what was, crippling me... I cannot believe I'm a fucking minute ahead right now, by the way. Was just like, you know, how fucking unhealthy I used to be. And it really gives you another lease on life. just be able to do things you normally couldn't do because of your size and everything like that. It's like, it's insane to me that I used to be over 300 pounds, and now that I'm 175. I guess I'll probably beat a dead horse with that, but it is one of the things that's been the biggest change in just general resolve for me, is I look at myself as a much better person now that I've put the time in to actually do that. It's like, that really changes you when you literally lose like half of yourself. And you're just like, so, like, just being able to do general everyday shit doesn't become problematic anymore. Obviously, things can still happen, and you should be careful about a lot of stuff, but man, I do not miss the way life used to be as a heavy man. Now I'm just an average size man, which I'm very happy about. I feel like this is a discussion that I can get very melancholy about, though, so I'm not going to persist too heavily on that, in the sense of, you know, things that used to kind of trouble me with it. But, I mean, it's just like, look at me from the 2018 SGDQ run that I did, and look at me now, and it's just like, man. I'm pretty sure in that video I was about 300 pounds. And I've had people that have come to my stream at some point later on down the road is like, do I have the right person because you look completely different now? I'm just like, yeah. I actually look like how I probably should have looked like for a lot of my life, and I'm glad I finally made the effort to finally do that. Can I finally eat potatoes again? In moderation, like everything. As I'm not strictly relying on them as like a diet source, I can actually look at them as food again, and it's just like, yeah, it's fine. But it's like, I'm not very selective now with what I choose to eat. I'll pretty much have whatever I want, but the want is changed because of the whole transformation that I've gone through, just mentally and all that. It's like, I understand what I did to kind of put myself in that position in the first place, and I'm never going to repeat that. Doesn't mean you can't have certain things that are really bad for you, but it's just still make a habit of eating it all the time, you know? Yeah, eating healthily has really changed a lot of stuff. I mean, aside from the obvious physical appearance, but it's like there's a sense of mental clarity that kind of just comes from cutting out a bunch of refined bullshit out of your diet. I feel like a lot of nutritionists and a bunch of other people who are like diet freaks would probably preach the same thing, but I really cannot stress enough how much it does the mind well to just put actual good food into your body. There's like a sense of aggression and just general bad feeling that I associate with stuff that was so unhealthy for you, and just cutting that out of your diet, even for like some period of time, really revolutionizes just your general headspace, I think. Okay, do not swap Donald's, and just do the menu like normal. Ah, fuck. That's normally where Aladdin is in the menu after I swap him out, so that kind of fucked with me, but that's okay. My next objective really is when I actually get off my ass. Is get back to the gym and just kind of build and tone up a little bit now, because I've pretty much lost the weight I care to lose at this point. And now I just have to kind of deal with the loose skin that's kind of come with that and a bunch of other things, but one thing at a time. Oh yeah, cutting sugar, I mean, you can still have natural sugars like from fruits, because that's what I would do, but like cutting out refined sugar is probably the healthiest thing that you can do. Just because there's no added benefits for having extra sugar in your diet. Yeah. And after that, I would probably say limiting carbohydrates would be your next best bet, but sugar is like the worst thing you can fucking put in your body, absolutely. Which is a shame, because it's so fucking delicious. But it kills you, dude, it's so bad. Because I love sweets so much, and it's been so difficult to kind of cut that away for like some extended period of time, but you just gotta figure out time and place and a lot of things in moderation to get the best for yourself. Also, don't mind me, I'm kind of speaking in like broken grammar because my brain is dividing itself trying to do pot centipede right now. So bear with me. This has been a bit of a weird fight. And again, it is also a case of you really have to balance whatever you're putting into your body versus like what your actual activity is. It's not really much of an issue having some extra calories there if you're actually using them for something. Oh. The problem is a lot of people eat extra calories, but then they don't do anything with it, so they just put on weight. Which, you know, it's not good. Unless, like, you're actually underweight. Then that's a different case scenario, but, being underweight's not as much of a problem in the United States, as I'm sure many people are already well aware of. But, I mean, I also am not familiar with that, so I can't speak on behalf of other people, so I'm not gonna do that. Couldn't get that. Nice. That probably could have been a best segment if I didn't hesitate on the menu that we do there now. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, holy shit, do you not actually die in one hit from that amount of health? Because I know you need to be at max HP to survive attacks usually, and I was like, holy shit. That's amazing that you can actually tank a hit from not full HP in this fight if you put on Ray of Light there. Because I never knew that was actually a thing. So when I saw that, I was like, damn dude, that is some Giga Brain shit. Yo, Turkey with the webcam untoggle? Ah, shit. I just lost like a split second because I went to go untoggle instead of swim, but that's okay. I hope you're doing well, man. Nice to see you. Thank you very much, Turkey. I hope you've been well, man. Nice to see you. And swap Aladdin at this save point. Okay. That seems, like, with just doing a few more runs, like, I'll integrate that into my mind. Thank you for, sharing that with me. That also might make my best segment a little bit inaccurate here, but whatever, I'll fix that later. Damn, dude, Aladdin got those hops for real, though. Also, that makes me realize, because I usually took off Aladdin's second ability for Pot Centipede because he had a habit of breaking him apart with it. That means, I guess, you don't really need to worry about going into the abilities menu there then, because he's not there to fuck the fight up. If he happens to use that one ability, so that saves a little bit of time on menuing as well. Really smart. Makes me happy to see, like I said, the optimization that's gone into this since I've been away. It's really cool to see that. I wish this fight didn't suck ass, but what are you gonna do? Aw, man. This is a weird fight. Fuck it. Not really sure what to do in this exact situation. This is kind of clunky. How is Goofy still alive, by the way? What a trooper. What chair do you use? It's a secret lab chair, Omega variant, or something like that. I mean, I hope so, because it has the fucking Omega symbol on that. I don't know if you can see behind me, but... And I've been using it for the better part of 2 years now, whenever the time has come for that, and I have to say I'm pretty happy with it. Still held up over time, and would recommend. Although I'm sure people who have their own select gaming chairs would voice their opinions differently, but Secret Lab chairs are pretty cool. I teach you the Gene Jafar tech to get more combo finishes off on Yaga when he's parked in front of that starting wall. Sign me up, my dude. That was one of those things I also thought to myself, I was like, man, I just cannot wait, because I know Game has done a shit ton of stuff in regards to level 1 KH1, and I think you and I are gonna be some close friends for a little bit. not that we weren't already, of course, but I think we're gonna have a lot of discussion going back and forth, especially the next few weeks or so. Thank you for the Galakia Cub, and sorry I missed your message earlier. It's nice to see you too, man. I hope you're doing okay. Thank you for the welcome back. I hope you've been okay. Well, this run is surprisingly quite good. I mean, still a couple things here and there that, like, Pot Centipede wasn't that fast. I mean, it wasn't, like, that slow either, but it wasn't that fast. Sabor got away. Didn't get the fast guard armor kill. I'd say this run could be about another 30 to 45 ahead if it was, like, perfect up to this point. Which signals to me that I think a very good run would be a 48 GGFR. Dude, this is cool. I'm like starting to kind of keep mental notes as far as like what's a good pace and whatever. Although that being said, I think I have like what? Best split times as a comparison? This is my best run by 30 seconds. At the moment, so cool I guess. This is kind of fucked up. I don't really know what to think right now. Although that being said, if something happens, then it's whatever. It's literally day 1 of doing runs again. I can get a run this quality, or probably even better, because like I said, there's been a few splits that haven't been the best. I mean, most splits have been good, but some splits were not the greatest either, so I mean... I really shouldn't think that much of it aside from, like, hell yeah, dude. The time estimates, like, I look at this run and I think to myself, oh yeah, 207 for sure, dude. 206, I'm still not really convinced of at the moment, but 207 absolutely with this kind of run. Okay, maybe not now. But I mean, if I can be like a minute ahead or so, almost, and that's like before we even start counting, help. Okay. Why does it do that sometimes? I got scared for a minute. I had to remember my game did that sometimes where it had like a very abnormally long time loading shit. For like no reason, and I still don't know why the fuck it's like that, but that does happen occasionally. Yeah, that's right. I usually don't fuck up chamber 3 skip, so it was like, oh fuck, what does this chamber look like? Oh god, yeah. Can you imagine the intensity of waiting? Pausers, just like, when's it gonna load in, man? Am I playing the PS3 version? Like, what is this shit? I dropped a combo. Ah. Dropping combos in this fight makes me a sad boy. Oh, this is slow. Dude, what the hell? Oh my god, I'm chalking. Awful PC1 fight. No, well, I mean, to be fair, that kind of gives some levity to how good the fucking run was anyway, so that's kind of... I feel like it's always something that's instilled in speedrunners, maybe not for everyone if they're just like super stone cold with everything, but... In my experience, and I'm sure a lot of other runners can probably, like, sympathize or empathize, or at the very least they can relate to this. They get on a run they've never been on before as far as how good the pace is. You kind of almost want, like, a semi-major fuck-up so you're not as nervous about fucking up going forward, if that makes any sense. I don't know if anyone else has, like, felt that way. I'm sure a few people have, but... Because in your mind you're like, okay, this run is, like, way too fucking good, so when's, like, the dumb shit gonna happen? And then it just happens, and then it's just kind of like, okay, whatever. Then that kind of dread gets replaced with, okay, I don't want to lose more time, so then you just kind of refocus and whatever, but... I've gone through that period a lot of times over runs that I've done, when I've been on my best pace, like, partway through a run before. And there's almost something kind of relieving about it, and not as much frustrating. Oh my god, these fires are coming out so slow, hurry up, dude. Almost didn't get that in time. And then it's just like, you can eventually move on to later runs, and when you're on the same similar pace you were previously, you're just like, okay, I've been on this pace before. It's like, you know, just something that's kind of built into your memory or just mind as far as like what your standard is. But when you exceed that standard and you're just on like a ridiculously good run out of nowhere comparatively, then it just kind of fucks with you a little bit. It's always the very first time you're on a new run that you've never been that far ahead before that it just kind of sinks in a little bit. I don't know, maybe I'm alone on that. But I've definitely had multiple instances where I'm just like, please, just whatever bullshit's gonna happen to make this run, like, not, like, insanely good, or, like, way too fucking good, can just happen already so I don't have to dread. Like, have this overseeing dread just looming over me that it's eventually gonna come crashing down, and I don't want it to fucking happen at the very end because I'm gonna be nervous. I'd rather it happen partway through. So that way, like, tension can kind of relieve itself a little bit, and that way you just kind of focus for, like, the last part of it and all that shit. Because, not gonna lie, I was kind of getting a little frantic with the dismay that Parasite Cage 1 was, and then I just got Parasite Cage 2 dealt with, and that was a relatively clean segment. Now I feel like I'm refocused again. Yeah, the flow state. That's a sensation I don't think I've really felt for quite a bit of time, is like that intensity when you're on a good run pretty late. Like, I was pretty lackadaisical and just kind of like meandering a bit, practicing stuff because the run was just kind of a mess. The run I did before this, but like in sharp contrast, this run I'm on right now is pretty good. Kinda got taken down a peg with Parasite Cage 1, but it's also kind of reset my headspace a little bit. Yo, Galaxy, what's up, my guy? Am I okay? I am very good, as of right now. I was doing pretty poorly for most of 2022, and come the start of 2023, things have taken an upswing, and I am now finally back to streaming and a bunch of other stuff I plan to do in the future, so... For a while, I was not okay, but thankfully I am now. Thank you for your concern, though. Is LSB consistent at level 1 nowadays? Yeah, definitely. As you can tell by the split name, things have gotten so much better, and it's pretty easy. So it's definitely not one of the most inconsistent parts of the entire run. Probably like top 5 that just kind of ruin your run because it feels like it. Top 5 might be a bit of an extreme example, but when I ran this category way back when, I remembered a lot of my runs dying on this particular split. So I think top 5 might not be an exaggeration. It's definitely top 10 if it's not top 5, though. This part is extremely unforgiving and just kills your run if it feels like it. It is consistently terrible, I agree. You know, my favorite part about getting a good Parasite Cage 2 is I don't have to attack the ghost for MP recharge, because a nice thing about this game is it keeps hold of your orange bar of MP when you're going between worlds. A little slow here. Yo, Ducks fan, what is up, my guy? Thank you for the 6 months, dude. Very glad that you're back, miss. Best of luck on the run. Thank you so much. I hope you've been well. Nice to see you too, man. Welcome back to the Mist Continent, and enjoy the emotes you can use on Twitch for the next 30 days still. I appreciate that. I hope you've been okay. And congrats on your Aqua Wayfinder badge. Looking snazzy. Throw this. Yeah, between save files as well. Very interesting. I wonder what it is that allows you to maintain orange, specifically. Because, I mean, the general protocol is every time you leave a world and enter a world, you start with full blue, because you either had story events force you out of the world, or you leave through a save point. But there's like a separate thing that keeps in mind how much orange MP you have. That's what makes KH1's MP management very interesting, just because, given the context... God, it's so hard to talk and play this game at the same time when, oh my god, camera. Like, I really should just be saving the, stuff that I can autopilot for when I'm going on tangents about shit. 2-2, can I get triple twos? No, 2-2-6. The orange bar is a very big mechanic when it comes to just managing your MP. Makes a very big difference in the amount of magic you can cast, when you can use Ars Arcanum, what it retracts your MP bar to. There's like at least like 3 or 4 different things that are affected by having your having orange MP be active in some capacity. That'll never not be a marvel to me, just how the game operates with that. Because like that's the kind of shit we never even thought about way back in the day when runs of this were in its like infancy comparatively to what they are now. It's amazing how much more optimized KH has gotten over this time period. Yeah, bye. It's like you wouldn't really believe how important orange MP is until you actually see the difference between having a set amount and just having just typical blue. And then you have to, like, throw in conjunction with, you know, how much do certain MP spells cost that set the MP bar back even further. It's just, it's so technical, it's honestly insane. For how simple of a mechanic it is at face value, it has so much depth to it, and that's why I love it so much. It's also the bane of your existence at certain junctures, because all it takes is just one attack to really royally fuck that up. Or one attack too many, one attack too less. You gotta be really, really attentive with that. But it's like when you fully master exactly how the orange MP bar works, man, it is very satisfying. Speaking of satisfying, here's a terrible boss fight. Why bring satisfying and LSB in the same sentence? I have no idea. That's a terrible segue. Speaking of satisfying, here's something that is the complete antithesis of that. Oh my god, no, dude. I couldn't spam fast enough. I went for it because I saw a barrel wasn't doing anything. I was like, okay, he won't throw the rock twice. He threw the rock twice. That's okay. Luckily, because this run is so good, I can actually afford to take that death, and I'm still on pace for an actual PB, so unfortunate. But I'm not gonna, like, if I die a second time, okay, that's kinda not good, but one death, whatever. Yeah, Magnificent, what's up, dude? Life's been challenging, but we've gotten through that and we're back now. I hope you're doing okay, man. Unfortunate. No, it's always the most obnoxious thing when you die and then you refight it and then it goes like perfectly the second time. or at least near perfectly. Yeah, exactly. But I've died and I'm virtually tied with PB, which is kind of insane, actually. That's just how good the run's been up to this point. Coming back to consistent streaming or sporadic? I plan on it being consistent. Overturned a few leaves since I've been gone, and I think we'll be okay. I mean, to be fair, sporadic streams kind of just are turbulent anyway, with how life can go sometimes, but as far as like huge breaks, no, I don't think that's gonna happen. Damn it. LSP makes you contemplate whether you want to have kids or not. That's fair. Oh no, I didn't actually mean to trap you in here. Dude, nice fucking stop, Genie. Holy shit. What an amazing spell to use on this guy. Good old Genie up to his shenanigans again, man. Good to hear, man. Looking forward to it. I am as well. That's unfortunate. But then I also think to myself, if Hook behaves, I can save like 30 seconds there. And if Boat Fight is good, I can save like another 10 or so, so... Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves once again, but it's like, I see I'm +6 right now and I'm not really that concerned about it, just focus. Wow, they actually made it up here. That never happens. That glob died much faster than it usually does. That was kind of crazy. I only got like 5 fires off and it died. Usually it takes like 7 or 8. So many parried fires. Get out of there. Fuck me, okay. That was a very scary dodge roll to make, but I didn't have a choice, because if I stood there I was gonna get hit by a fire. Well, minor heart attack aside. Okay. Oh my god! What was that fucking snipe from all like halfway across the manor, dude? That was sick. Holy shit, I can't believe I hit that. That was not according to plan, but I'll take it, sure. I was like, I think I'm in the right spot, and then I was just like, bam, and we got it, cool. Okay, that was mildly horrifying, but it's done now. Yo, Vegeta, what's up, man? Hope we're doing okay. Hey, B-Bolter, what's up, dude? Man. Means a lot. I was pretty down on myself as well with a bunch of shit that was happening in life, and I'm happy to finally be back, and I hope life has treated you okay in my absence, either way. But hopefully, at the very least, this is the start of something new. Well, not just for you, of course, but, you know, for everyone else who's involved in my community. And hopefully I can bring that sort of, that spark back, and I hope you're doing okay yourself. Dude, that fucking blizzard from like half a mile away, I was like, oh my god, what is going on right now? Like, I say crushing, but I don't really feel that way. I'm just, like, mildly annoyed, but... Just being able to see that first, like, roughly hour or so before LSB decided to be, you know... How can I put it in a very pleasant way? A very big, interruption in my speedrun. It made me excited to see how much time save there actually is available before I even get to like some of the other big time. Well, I guess technically it is a big time saving part if I was that far ahead, but that's one of those cases where I just played, or just the game in general was just going so well for a while that I built up a lot of time save, but man. That's crazy to me that I can be like 1 minute plus ahead before I even get to like the halfway point of this run. Which kind of puts into perspective again as to how much this run could actually be improved. Yo, Crazy Pal, what's up, my guy? Want to stop in and say hope you're doing well and glad to see you back. Hope to catch up soon. Absolutely, my guy. Things have finally ceased. Life is back in my control, and I'm feeling much better, and I hope life has been good for you too, man. Okay, hopefully Anti-Sora cooperates, but... You know, as much as mid-game has gotten less annoying, with a new hook strat that, you know, doesn't completely suck if the battleship cooperates. The strat is good, but the battleship is an awful aspect of the fight. You know, hook ship being a consistent thing. There's only like 5 or so things in mid-game that are like complete trash, whereas mid-game I feel like used to be like so much worse. I don't exactly know where I'm going with this, it's just, it makes it less agonizing to run, I guess. Just simply put. I mean, consistent hook ship is a big one for this category, because you already have to put up with enough nonsense as it is, and just having one thing ticked off the box is good. Let's see, stop. Second and third abilities, take your ethers, and put 3 ethers on Sora. And now let's hope he doesn't walk out of the thing and doesn't go underground. Oh, you're a bitch! Anti-Sora, why do you do this? Well, here we go again. Please kill my party. I don't know a good way of salvaging this. Shit. Can you please kill Goofy? Thank you. Not good. One more stop, and we'll see if this kills. That's unfortunate, man. Fuck me. I didn't have to do that stop, but oh well. I wonder if there's a better backup for getting rid of your party if he happens to walk out like that. Unfortunate. Has speedrunning this ruined casual play? Not really. I mean, in the worst case scenario, I guess I could just play rando. But I mean, I guess that isn't quite casual play either, because it's a modification of the game, but... I've never really looked at rando as something like super competitive in my eyes. I mean, it is definitely competitive if you want to play it that way, but I don't like to play rando that way. So if I actually want to do something more casual with the game, I'll just play randomizer, pretty much. Big respect to people who do play rando competitively. I'm just not someone who typically likes to do that as well. This is a bit of a slow boat fight, but what are you gonna do? Good stop. Come on, guys. Thank you. Still save time on PB. Wow. PB did not have a very good boat fight, if that's save time. Okay. Would be nice if Hook or Battleship cooperate more specifically here. Okay. Yes, okay, good. Nice. Woo, that's some time save. Cool. Yeah, I was getting a little bit antsy with my MP situation towards the end there, but we made it work, so that was good. And just like, well, I guess I technically haven't recovered from the time loss because I would be like 30 ahead again. But, made up for getting owned at Anti-Sora, I guess, with that fight, so now we're kind of back to ground zero, which is better than, you know, being so far under the ground that you have no chance of resurfacing. I'm really stretching for metaphors here to indicate the pace of the run, but what else is new? Yes, I do Genieless, and I also do Etherless, which I'm still trying to figure out a little bit. Oh, I actually explained this, but I don't think you were here. Oh, please. This becomes that, and I want Glide on. Okay. I actually skipped the Mega Ether in Merlin's place now, in lieu of doing itemless Oppo and Mal, and I give Donald an Ether because he always throws it on Sora from all the testing that I've done, which is functionally the same thing as a Mega Ether. So I save like 8 seconds not having to watch the animation of the Blue Trinity cutscene in Merlin's place. Itemless Mal does work. The only thing I'm a little bit hesitant on is what your MP situation kind of needs to be. I haven't quite figured that out yet. Because I nearly did it last run, but I needed like one more attack to get one more stop off and I would have gotten it, but no dice, unfortunately. I have been successful with it, but it's very sketchy. This is a weird fight. I just kind of approach this with the mindset of like, dude, I'm just gonna do the most aggressive, dangerous strats, and I'm just gonna say fuck it. I feel like that's the way that I've almost always played KH1, and I would not be true to myself if I didn't do that. Is it stupid? Is it naive? Is it more likely to have the run kind of fall apart? Yeah. But what if it works though? There's like that sensibility, like that kind of thrill that you get by taking the risks and it actually ends up paying off that I kind of can't resist with that, so. Maybe it's not a great habit, especially with how awful of a category level 1 can be at times. But I'm willing to accept my time losses, knowing how dangerous they are, in the pursuit of perfection. I didn't quite do that right, but that's okay. Something or other. I just kind of YOLO that fight. I don't really know what I'm doing. Like, I just kind of go for the thunders when they're applicable and whatnot, and I mean, it seems to work okay, like, best segment there. But I mean, like, the fight is just kind of like, just go for it. I don't know. Like, I didn't really have a plan with that, I just kind of did combos and did thunders when it was like, you know, convenient, I guess, but like I don't really understand it, so I just kind of go balls to the wall, just thunders, combos, interchange, just fuck it, dude. Would you be for allowing scan for level 1? I'm not so sure, because I don't know. It's not really a necessary thing for that. I mean, I suppose, I don't know. I'd actually have to really think about that, because I feel like there's some things you can kind of get away with that don't require as much knowledge of the game, based on like enemy attack patterns and just general amount of health and damage you need to deal to enemies, but simultaneously it's just a nice kind of reminder. And technically it doesn't really change your execution, so to speak. I don't know. I'd actually be curious on what other people think about that. I feel like for the most part I'm purist outside of the hook ship mod, just because no one appreciates that universally, but I wonder if anyone thinks there's something wrong with actually having scan versus not having it. Because in my mind, I feel like not having scan is also another aspect of level 1 that challenges, like, how far in the fight are you? Like, do you know how much more you need to do to win the fight? Kind of thing. And you shouldn't have to necessarily rely on it for stuff, but then there's also certain fights where it's more of a chore and you have to kind of have some guesswork implemented, like for Oogie Manor and stuff like that, when you have to account for extra fires that get parried into the globs and whatnot. Last time I ran this game, May of 2022. I definitely would agree with using scan for practice saves, so you can kind of understand exactly what you're doing. For actual runs, I don't know. I'd have to really think about that. But yeah, absolutely, use scan for practice saves, so that way you can figure out exactly what your damage is being dealt to the enemy. I feel like it'd be silly not to have scan on your practice saves if you want to learn exactly how that goes. That is another thing as well. Like, I think scan is just nice because it gives the viewer a better representation of how you're actually doing in a fight versus just waiting until the fight's over to see how well the split ended up being. So, like, from a running standpoint, I don't think it's necessary, but I can see why people who are watching the run would want to have that there so they can actually see level 1 strats in full effect and what it's actually doing to the enemy itself. But as someone who runs the game, and who is doing runs of level 1 specifically, it is definitely not a required tool to run this category. Once you get enough experience, you can just kind of figure it out through feel and instinct. And, checking your timer. Because I know an enemy is almost dead if I haven't made any major mistakes, and I've almost reached my, my split segment time. That's also another thing that you can kind of do to, like, metagame it a little bit. But yeah, scan really isn't necessary, per se. Technically, like, it would only really help you in, like, a handful of fights that take the guesswork out of it. Like, Oogie Manor is one, and maybe Ansem 3. But you can also use your MP as a visual cue, which is what I always do to make sure I don't overdamage him. So it's like, there's pretty much a workaround for everything that skin would be useful for. But there are a handful of moments where it's like you could play a little bit more aggressive if you know exactly how much health an enemy has, and you can just do like 1 or 2 hits instead of playing safe and healing and whatever. But under like 95% of circumstances, skin wouldn't really help you that much. Mods are dumb in a speedrun? Generally speaking, I would say yes. I do not agree with hook ship mod just because it's a waste of time and, you know, an investment that just doesn't really pay off a lot of the time. But outside of that, I wouldn't really account for any mods outside of hook ship. Honestly, there was a point where I wasn't even necessarily fond of the idea of hook ship, but enough people kind of convinced me, like, yeah. Especially in level 1 and the other more frustrating categories. Like, I guess if you're talking from a beginner mode standpoint, I feel like the run itself isn't too rough, that you could get back to that relatively consistently, albeit the minor RNG, but for the really obnoxious categories like Proud and Level 1, I'm glad Hookship exists because I don't want to fucking replay mid-game just because the game said no. It was mid-game in Proud and Level 1, and in some parts Standard as well. Pretty dog shit. Beginner mode, it really isn't that bad until you get to End of the World, I would say. As far as, like, dumb stuff that can really fuck your run over. I mean, outside of Hookship, of course, but... Hookship is the one mod I will always be, like, I'll be pro for it. Pretty much any other mod that, aids in the game in some way. I'm so dumb, dude. I made the same mistake last run, too. I'm gonna die? No. Oh, this is so stupid. Why? It should be so simple, man. For some reason, like, I still have that muscle memory where I think I have gravity on my shortcut, and it's really stupid too, because I even went to gravity in my thing. Because I know it's not there, but I have to remember that now since I do opposite armor that way, I don't have gravity on triangle, and that's such a stupid way to lose time, man. Yo, Stormy Boy, how have I been? Life's been tough, but recently things have been much better, and I'm back to streams and just feeling 100% committed to what I want to do with everything now. Times were pretty bad for a while, though. Ah, shit. Well, I'm pretty much shot for time save here because I screwed up on the defender pretty bad, but with a really good Riku 1, I can still be, like, tied with PB. Although the problem lies in the fact I need Riku 1 to not be trash. And as you can tell by the split name, it's not a very good fight. Wouldn't recommend it. Yo, Scrax, what up, man? Yo, Den, what's up, dude? Ouch. Yeah, this is like with a good Riku, this will probably lose me like 5 to 10 seconds, so that's unfortunate. Great to see you too, man. About to get back to level 1 soon? Dude, sick. Yeah, I have been getting into the newer strats that peeps have been labbing, and they're pretty cool. I have way with words, I know, but it's hard to talk when I'm trying to loop Riku 1. Shit. Unfortunate. Oh my god, the ground finisher, the worst. Oh my god, Goofy almost got me killed with that parry there. Normally, Goofy parrying Riku is a very good thing, but in that exact circumstance where my iframes were going to run out from landing on the ground, and he got parried and was going to do a spin attack right on top of me right away, I got a little freaked out. All in all, that Riku 1 fight actually wasn't that bad, but I literally just decided to fucking, you know, have a little square dance with Defender right quick, and that sucked. I probably would have saved time on that split if I didn't thunder by accident. Yo, beginner JJ is so fun, dude. If you ignore random Heartless not showing up when they're supposed to. But that's cool that you've been looking into that. I'll probably be back to that category at some point because I have a route mistake in PB that I'm still upset about. One step at a time, though. Nice. Yeah, my run, hey, voice crack, cool, haven't done that in a while. Run can definitely go to 52 or 51. I don't remember my run too heavily after that. I think it had kind of a not great third hour. Like between like 2 hours to 3 hours, I mean. So I'm thinking, I don't know about sub 350, I feel like that would be a bit of a stretch, but 352, 351 is very likely for that. Well, I mean 352 by default because of the route mistake, but 351 probably with enough time spent on that. Beyond that, I'm not sure. I have to like refamiliarize myself with, well, my own abilities first of all. And then secondly, like what mistakes I actually made during the run. And then you have to account, like I said, for Heartless RNG, and then the longevity of doing a run for 4 hours. And just the natural human error that you're going to make with that. Your boy ZFB is back from the dead. Yo, dude, same. Can you guys believe that 2 Twitch users came back from the dead on the same day? How have you been, my guy? I hope you're doing okay. Well, I can start doing randos again? Oh, absolutely. It's just in the immediate time right now, I am going to focus on speedrunning, but I mean, I'm not opposed to going back to randos once I kind of have my stuff back together. Just because speedruns of KH are generally what I primarily do, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with divvying away from that every so often. Would I would die for rando? Oh. I thought you were asking if I would die for rando, and I'd be like, nah, I don't like it that much, but I know some people do, and that's fair. Did I see Sora? No, it's weird. I don't think he goes by that name anymore, because I think I would have heard of him while I was there. Dude, that'd be so fucked if Sora doesn't even go by Sora in KH4, or at least the start of it. That wouldn't make any sense, but I mean, what does make sense in this franchise? Ooh. Now, where are you? Normally I'm an advocate for itemless Mal, but because I just got an Ether, I can actually do Ether strat on Mal, and I would still meet my quota for everything I need for the rest of the game. So do I do the smart thing and integrate an Ether into the actual fight now that I have that option, or am I rebellious, stupid, and just, you know, very unnecessarily risky and just go for itemless Mal anyway? And the right decision is to use an Ether on Mal because there's literally no downside at this point, but there's also a part of me that's kind of like... I want to be cool, man. I want to get itemless Mal so bad. Also, I'm not as familiar with the timing of the Ether, so I feel like I might fuck that up anyway. I'll make my decision when the time comes. Which is very rapidly approaching, so we'll see what happens, but... No, there's nothing confirmed with KH4 aside from Sora ended up in Quadratum after he did the fucky wucky with time and everything, I don't know. The power of waking, that's it. How he's actually feeling and what his resolve is and what his memories are is inconclusive at this point in time. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he was kind of messed up from that. We'll have to wait and see what happens. That's important. Use a cottage, please. Okay. Oh my god, I'm stupid. I don't even know if those counted because I did a fucking grounded stop there. Oh no! Oh! Pausers? Yes! Oh, I fucked that up so bad, but it works. Okay, let's go. Oh shit, that was so close. Nice. I shouldn't have gone for it, man. I hesitated too much, but I thankfully didn't pay too heavily for it. Oh, that's so, like, I've missed this so much, man. The thrill of stuff being on the edge of fucking, like, devastation, but somehow crawling back and being rescued. Oh my god, that's so fucking exciting. That was also extremely scary, but, like, the really masochistic part of me was like, holy shit, that was such a rush, dude. I loved it. Could have done that a little bit earlier, but that should be fine. Maybe not, actually. I'm kind of slowing down a bit here. Ah, that's fine. Nice time save. Might want to practice Dragon Mail a little bit. That actually kind of worked in my favor a bit, because it basically guaranteed that, she would, move a tiny bit to, like, kind of slowly increment her HP down to nothing, so I wouldn't have to wait for extra stops, which is kind of a game you have to play a little bit. But I mean, I should know this well enough to not have to rely on that specifically, but, you know. That fight can go so much worse. And I'm still kind of thriving from the high that I have from the Maleficent fight I just had a minute ago that I don't really care that much. Reminder that this run died to LSB. So I could be like 30 plus ahead right now, even with the other stuff that's happened, which is kind of, and also 30 seconds at fucking Anti-Sora. Man. You know, with a little bit of good faith, it might not take me very long to beat my PB. I might actually beat it before February even ends at this rate. But like I said, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Like, let's get past final rest, and then maybe we can talk about stuff. Nice. Not nice. Okay. The way Sora kind of fell behind Riku there on the back of that one combo was, that wasn't good, because I was very scared I was gonna whiff, because I was in a very awkward position there, but thankfully that didn't happen. But I see at my finisher end and I'm like, you know, perpendicular to Riku, like in a diagonal weird sense, and I'm just like, oh god. KH1 does not like that when you're like 45 degrees off to the side of an enemy. Like, I was just praying that he didn't whiff there, and thankfully that didn't happen. Yeah, the game, I mean, I don't really know where to start with level 1, because, I mean, the whole game sucks. as far as how punishing it is. But once you start to get to the late game stages, like with Hollow Bastion and everything, and don't even get me started on End of the World, the game really puts you in really dire situations. Either you nail stuff or you crumble pretty bad. Some in between, not very much. Oh my goodness. I mean, Final Rest will probably finish me, because I've not been having the best of luck with that, trying the newer stuff, but I'm still gonna go for it. Got Bonkless. Run is still alive. Any particular plans for what categories you're gonna be running? I think I'm gonna focus on the any percents for KH1 until I get times I'm pretty happy with in all of them. But level 1 is going to be my main focus until I really get what I want out of this category. And maybe some level 1 all worlds too, because it's not that different as far as strats and all that other stuff. Or like general playstyle, I should say. But level 1 will be my main focus. Also, don't feel bad about that. Honestly, I haven't been asked that too many times tonight, just because people have been more so happy that I'm actually alive and streaming again, so I appreciate that too. But yeah, level 1 is going to be on my vantage point, primarily. Unless something comes up, but I want to fixate solely on level 1 for at least a little bit. Because in this really weird way, I know people look at me like you're crazy, but... Well, first of all, I know, but... A lot of the technical stuff with KH1 kind of revolves around menuing for me. Just because menuing in this game is kind of hard with the slight... I mean, anyone who's run this game knows what I mean. Like, very slight delays and, you know, getting your inputs in there and remembering exactly what you need for what. And level 1 is relatively easy in the sense of... You just need to make sure that you put on, you know, the MP accessories when you're supposed to, and make sure you have, you know, items when you need them for certain fights. And in a very weird way, I find that to be an easier experience for speedrunning, because level 1 can kind of almost I can refamiliarize myself with the basic fundamentals. Because level 1 in itself is pretty bare bones with strategy. Generally speaking, EXP Zero's damage storage and other capabilities make it a much more advanced category than just that, but... Level 1 almost kind of feels like a good way to kind of de-rust in a sense, just for the whole game in general. Yo, Childish, what up, man? I'm happy to be alive as well. How have you been, my dude? Yeah, I'm at my lowest weight I've ever been at, which is 175 now. Was having an issue with that again while I was away, and then I decided, hey, I'm ready to, what the fuck am I doing here? Really put a lot of demons to bed and actually conquer some stuff, and now just not have to focus on shit like that anymore. Thanks for noticing, though. I hope you've been okay, Childish. I think I've also seen other people in, like, I watched Games VOD, I think, of his most recent time. And I think he gets, like a, what's it called, a shield gummy from Sid? Which I actually thought was really interesting. Because it pretty much takes away, like, virtually any real danger of late game gummies. But then I thought to myself, like, man, we don't need that. It's not because I feel like... I mean, it's mostly because I've learned how to deal with all these gummies without needing it, but I was like, huh, that's actually very nice for people if they don't want to have to put up, like, the really potentially scary as fuck gummies late game. It's actually not that far out of the way, and it's very good to just kind of have that established there, so very interesting. Shield you is a massive cope. I mean, it's fine, though. It doesn't really waste that much time. The way that I view it is that's one of those things you cut out when you feel very confident you don't need it anymore, or you just need to grasp at any other time save you can. Like, going out of your way to get that can't be any more than like 10-15 seconds, which is a very small amount of time in the grand scheme of most people running this. When you're starting to get down to like record type stuff, then you start omitting shit like that, but I mean, until you get like very close to that, you shouldn't even have to worry about it. That's the kind of stuff that you get rid of once you feel like you're pretty solid everywhere else. So I mean, I think it's a very smart thing and a very cool utilization of a gummy part that almost, I don't think anything else is ever used for that. I mean, I suppose you could use that for proud mode, if you really wanted to, but I don't know. I haven't really looked into it beyond level 1's capabilities. But I did see that and I was like, huh, I kind of like that. Brings down the intimidation factor, which level 1 literally has pretty much an infinite amount of. So I respect that. It's something a newer runner, potentially, or someone who isn't as familiar with level 1 can look at and they'd be like, okay, that doesn't seem so bad. Which I feel like is honestly a really big step when you're talking about categories like this. Because level 1 is kind of a fucking monster, especially when you get down to like the last half hour of the run and such like that. Which KH has the best gummy ship aspect? I mean, if you're talking in general, definitely 3. If you mean like for speedrunning sensibility, Birth by Sleep. Which is the joke answer we always say, but in general I would say probably KH3. Like, KH3 gummies actually make me feel like I'm playing the game instead of just like some silly auto-scroller that 1 and 2 kind of end up being, essentially. I'm dumb! I thought this was HB1, I'm probably gonna get fucked here. Oh no, I was lollygagging in my fucking mind, and now I'm probably gonna get owned. Because I just lost like 1 or 2 seconds, which is really, really crucial for getting the initial thing off in time. Everyone cry, here we go. Oh my god, what a fucking blunder on the wizard's part, did you see that? Oh, what a failure. He whiffed the fire and I didn't get owned, what a fucking dumbass. Game gave me some relief there. Oh, what a throw by the wizard. He could have been the MVP play of the game, but instead he decided to shoot the fire to the side and it didn't even fucking come after me. What a fucking throw. That wizard chokes so hard, it's not even funny. Relatable. Not gonna lie though, I saw that fire and I was like, this is it, man. I see my run ending right before my eyes, and I see it veer off to like the complete opposite side of the arena. I was like, oh, yes! There is a god. Yo, Zero Gear, what's up, man? Yeah, I have had the time of my life being back tonight, dude. This game's been really fun to play again. Streaming's been really fun again, aside from Twitch dropping my stream for a little bit, but what are you gonna do about that? I am just in awe of the absolute failure of that wizard, though. He literally could have been the hero for the Heartless. And so he just threw it all away. That's gonna stick with me, man. Like, I was just so sure that I was fucked that I can't actually believe I got away with that. I was supposed to get the Simba summon activated like a second or 2 faster, which gets rid of any potential nonsense with that. But I guess the game threw me a bone there, so thank you. Well, it's been a great moment tonight. Holy shit. Okay. Genie, can you get over here, please? Where the fuck are you? Thank you. I saw a lot of blues. Oh! Genie, the MVP. Thank you. He actually fucking whooped ass in this this behemoth fight. Thank you for that. I was like, I know this behemoth is almost dead because he shot a blue like every other fucking orb, dude. He was really putting in the work. Thank you for that. I didn't even have to use my extra gravities and stuff. What a homie. What is this endgame? I don't know. Let's get to final rest and then actually and then see how that goes. It's too early to say right now. Hey guys, do you remember this part of the run? Do ya?
Mist cannot skip this cutscene because this cutscene is an unskippable cutscene that he cannot skip because it is unskippable.
It's been a while. Bix. We're branding Wivzerd. I like it. Yeah, a lot of the characters, the Japanese counterparts to the Disney characters, have interesting voices. You guys have not lived until you've heard Japanese Pooh Bear. It's probably the the voice I always defer to whenever people bring up this point, just because it's so bad. But that's for another time. Like, if you think Goofy sounds funny in Japanese, holy shit, dude. Pooh Bear has some, like, he's got some stiff competition with Pooh Bear, lurking around the corner. Dude, what if this run actually PB'd though? Granted, I don't feel the most confident because I'm not going into this part, like, ahead of my PB, which I kind of want that. But I mean, I guess I really shouldn't even care that much until I get past Final Rest, because if last run was any indication, this run's gonna be dead in about, like, 10 minutes, but... You never know, maybe, maybe miracles can happen. You never know. Most uneven splits. Yeah, I mean, when you have a death, like just in the middle of the friggin' run like that, it's kind of hard to, you know, I have like a pretty solid run up until Monstro, and then PC1 is trash, and then I die on LSB, and Anti-Sora is garbage, and then Hook is good, and then Oppo's good, and then Boat Fight, well that doesn't happen after it happens before, but Boat Fight was kind of messy. Riku 1 was a mess. Maleficent was a roller coaster. HP 1 in general was not that good, actually. It was, like, it could have been worse, but it wasn't that great, so who knows. And then HP 2 was something. And how is End of the World gonna be? Well, we know what it's probably going to be, but is that actually what it's going to be? So I know. I am so upset that one invisible didn't get caught. That being said, pretty good first fight here. 3 invisibles went out pretty much right away. I can live with that. Yeah, no DMs usually means it's decent, although they could also all just flail around the arena for like 50 years, and that's not very good either, so... Yo, Turkey, thanks for the 5 months, my guy. Welcome back to the Mist Continent, and enjoy the emotes you can use on Twitch for the next 30 days still. I greatly appreciate that. Gale drop. Oh. That shouldn't matter. I was supposed to put 3 ethers on earlier, but I only need 2 ethers for this next portion, so whatever, I'll just do that during the next menu, no big deal. Yeah, I've heard a decent amount of people hyping up the new Puss in Boots movie, and I think I'm gonna see it eventually. But that is too bad if it didn't quite live up to the hype, but I'm still interested in checking it out. Genie, you are really whooping ass tonight right now. Like, he's really pulled his weight this run. Is this a best segment? Surely not. Oh my god. How is that even possible? Goodness gracious. Wow, really? And that was without getting all 4 invisibles trapped in the gravities at the start. That's actually very surprising. That means that split can be even better if I have like the perfect first fight. Granted, that's pretty much just completely luck, but still, that's crazy to me. PB day 1? I don't know about that. If you were here for last run where I lost 10 minutes to Final Rest, it's speaking a little bit too soon. If Final Rest actually goes okay, then maybe we have a chance. Yo, Adaloo, what's up, dude? Thank you for the good luck, I hope you're doing okay. Yeah, man, I'm very happy with how things have gone today. Like, honestly, I don't even really care if I PB or not, because, I mean, this run has a death in it, and it's tied with my PB right now. And yes, my PB is deathless, but it just has a considerable amount of really not great splits. Which is pretty evident by the fact that I've been able to rally back from it. And I've easily lost, like, 90 seconds to 2 minutes this run. So I mean, even if this does PB, we still have quite a ways to go. It's not really big on my plans to just, like, you know, get a day 1 PB and then just like, yeah, now we're done. This is the run that ended level 1 at 8%. No one will ever beat this. Like, no, dude. Right, even if this run does PB, it won't be by very much, and it would still be very improvable. Which is good. More content. Okay, that was a little bit weird. I think one of my fires whiffed there. I got a little confused. How do I enjoy No Genie Oppo? I best segmented earlier this run, and it was really fun. I also do itemless opposite armor, because I do this really stupid thing. And from practice it does work, so technically it's not that stupid, but... I actually skip the Mega Ether in Merlin's place now and just give Donald a regular Ether, because he pretty much always throws it on Sora during Final Rest, and it functions the same way as a Mega Ether would. Ah, shit. I'm gonna die! Not today. Someday. That was an adventure and a half, goodness gracious.
Wow!
No, do not summon Dumbo for this fight. Okay, this split was pretty rough. I think this is about a 10-second time loss. 15-second time loss. Is my goal sub 2? No, I don't think, with current strats, I should say, sub 2 is not possible. I think the best realistic time is a 207, maybe a 206. But 206 would be really hard to get. But I can definitely see 207 being doable with this run now, with the newer strats and just general optimization. Yeah, Puff Daddy J, what up, man? Oh shit, get down, get down, get down! Get down! Oh! Did I make it? I don't know. Also, Prender, thank you for the 10 months, my guy, and thank you for the welcome back. I hope you've been okay. Welcome back to the Mist Continent, and enjoy the emotes you can use on Twitch for the next 30 days still. I greatly appreciate that. Sorry, I missed you there for a minute. Okay. You guys ready for me to do risky final rest again? Surely this will be fine. It's all good, Wayward. Take care. Have a good sleepy sleep. First time seeing you attempt it? It didn't go so hot last attempt, I kinda lost like 10 minutes. So I mean, maybe that's doomed to happen again, but I'm gonna stay focused for the entire time, so we'll see what happens. Not the greatest roll there with Genie. I lied, never mind. Genie whooped some serious ass this run. I take it back, he was really good. Yo, Hobotron, what's up, dude? Yeah, Genie really came through on this run, I appreciate that. Good to see you again too, my dude. Really? Lame. Let's go! Okay, not bad. Much better that time. There is a chance this run might actually PB now. Because I'll probably save most of my time save here now. Unless an invisible snipes me on an upcoming wave, but I think we're okay over here. Yep. I could get 207. I don't know about that. Like, my best possible time is already, already past 208. Still though, goddamn. We have a chance! Plus, I also have to remind myself I literally just did a run where I got a DM skip. So, I mean, the best segment is already saved there. So, I don't... 207's not possible, but... We'll see. Unfortunate. Slow Ansem one because both my parties kinda got owned. Oh, come on. That lasts longer than I remember it being. I'm burning to death. Brain fart. What the fuck? He still doesn't make anything. What? Wow, okay. That, like, never happens, but okay, sure. Yeah, this run is extremely random. I don't really know what to say right now. Ah, fuck. Uh-oh. Okay. I thought I was further away from Darkseid than that. I didn't mean for that to be like that close. Holy shit, dude, he almost fisted me. I almost died to Darkseid in End of the World. That would have been so embarrassing. Holy fuck, that was scary. You bitch. What a fucking run this has been, though. Regardless of how this ends, just like, holy fuck me. I had to play that safe, dude. This is a bad Ansem too. Why aren't you DMing, dude? I mean, sure, but I was waiting for him to flinch from the second DM skip and he never did, so I just kind of had to loop that. Not a bad fight in general, but not a good fight either. I mean, DM-less is fine. It's funny because way back when, getting DM-less would have made the fight like automatically insanely good. But times have changed. Oops. Hurry up. Jeez, that took a lot more than I usually put in for this fight. Dude, the Ansem looking like he got like that bling on his fucking fingers or something. What is that pose? Look at my darkness jewelry. Ah, slow as heck, dude. Not great. Not very good. Give me that second item, please. Okay. Oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck, oh! Damn it. So close. I'm getting sniped. Nice, okay, good. What the fuck are these item drops? Ah, no! Shit, dude, I fucking first personed like an idiot. Why did I do that? Like, I could have ended that like a cycle sooner, but I fucking fat fingered the touchpad somehow. Nice wasted gravity, idiot. No, wasted mega. Fuck me. Giga Chad goofy though. Tackling the fucking dark balls. That was actually very good. The only bad thing is I wasted a mega elixir in this room, but that was very fast. Surprised that didn't hit me and that was close. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, is this actually happening? He still has another one? Waste that shit. I need Donald to throw the Mega Elixir, so his AI is set up properly. I can't believe this, dude. Hit that more, please. Well, I have an elixir, so who cares, but... Well, I'm gonna do the, I guess I could still choke Ansem 4 if I don't set it up properly, but hopefully that doesn't happen. And even if it does, man, oh well. Ah, shit. Oh my god, Donald is a fucking hero. Goofy got fucked twice and revived him both times. Actually insane. When I saw him go out the second time, I was like, son of a bitch, dude, I don't think so, but he kept him alive. Shit.
Eat my dick!
Oh my fucking god, dude, I can't believe it. The first day back. Pepsi with the dab redeem, you got it, man. What the fuck? What a fucking day. What a fucking day. I can't believe it. With a dev to lock, shock, and barrel too? Oh man, what a fucking insanely disproportionate run. It's so unbalanced. I can't believe it. What the fuck? Well, new level 1 record. Let's do it. Can you reset? I wasn't looking. No.